Now, from a succession standpoint, a domestic succession standpoint, so here obviously we have the scenario of Tanit passing away, being survived by Ratna and Mali. The questions are the basis and application of Thai succession laws, and we'll look at immovable property, movable property, and this concept of domicile in Thailand. And does Thai succession law include forced heirship rules, like the civil law jurisdictions in Europe, for instance? Can a dependent make a claim against the estate? And then separately, is there any in Thai inheritance tax? So I think the basis of the application of Thai succession laws, the difference between immovable and movable property, and how that applies, and going looking at the heirship rights. If I can invite you, Chinavat, to take it through that.
Oh, yes, the Thai succession laws, we separate into two ideas. The first one is if you have no will for such person, right, the court will consider the general succession law in case of no will. And then the immovable property in Thailand and movable property, the court adopt another issue, not domicile only, but nationality and the place of the of property.
Right. So it wouldn't seek to look for a foreign law to govern the domestic assets.
That's
okay.
Right.
Insofar as I understand that if you don't have a will, there are intestacy rules that deal with the succession, but there's no, as far as I'm aware, there are no fixed shares under Thai law that have to be given that you can't override through a will. Is that correct? You basically have testamentary freedom in Thailand.
That's right. The will shall prevail and override the general succession law.
And then in terms of Thai inheritance tax, can you just explain briefly, how does that actually apply to a deceased estate in Thailand?
Okay, the Thai inheritance tax, including the gift tax, we adopt back to last 4 years. And then the first 100 million baht will be exempt, and over 100 million baht will be subject to 5% or 10%, depends on the successor or the recipient of such estate. And only for inherit estate or asset that's subject to the Thai inheritance tax. The first one is the land and building. The second one, cash at bank. The third one is the shares in stock market or outside stock market. And the last one is a vehicle, car, jet, yacht. This is a 4 asset that's subject to Thai inheritance tax. Yeah, and the rule that apply for the person who liable to the Thai inheritance tax in Thailand, we adopt similar to other countries. Only 3 concepts. The first one, if you are Thai nationality and you derive the estate offshore, this is subject to Thai inheritance tax. The second concept is the resident in Thailand. The third one is the asset located in Thailand. This is subject to the Thai inheritance tax. Right.
Okay. And then on to from a UK standpoint, because we've got a Thai resident citizen domiciliary passing away. From the UK standpoint, there'll be a question on which succession law will apply.
Yep.
Stocks and shares, would it be Thai or UK? In this case, the UK would defer to the Thai domiciliaries law. And it's pretty similar because you have testamentary freedom in Thailand as the same in the UK. The succession law that would apply in the UK with respect to UK land would be UK law. But again, we have a universality here because both jurisdictions allow testamentary freedom.
Yep.
In terms of the process to apply to get a UK estate going, you would have to apply either through having a will, through probate or administration as required. So there would be a formal proceeding in the UK to do that. There would be inheritance tax implications if the estate is sufficiently valuable, so effectively above the value of 325,000 sterling. Now, in terms of the UK and Thailand, there is no inheritance tax treaty between the two jurisdictions.
No.
And what happened is, I suspect from a Thai perspective, the Thais would, the Thai tax authority would credit UK inheritance tax, if any, paid on the estate as against the Thai liability apportioned to that particular asset. Is that correct?
In this case, Zach, the special treaty for inheritance tax, no. We just have the general double tax treaty between UK and Thailand many years before. After that, the Thai inheritance tax just come to effect around 4 or 5 years back. Then I don't think this is a part of the treaty in terms of inheritance tax. But you know, the domestic Thai tax law, inheritance tax and gift tax is a part of personal income tax.
Yes, right. Okay, so, but there would be unilateral relief if there were a UK charge.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.